Hello, YouTube. I wanted to jump back on today, talk about something that's been on my mind for a while that might actually help somebody out, regardless of what age you're at or where you're at in your work career, professional career. Maybe you're in corrections, maybe you're not. I retired, let's see, end of July 2021. So now it is February of 2025. And I got to tell you, that first 7, 8 months to a year, I was absolutely miserable. That retirement and being replaced and removed and taken out of that corrections environment, which I worked so many years to get there, and always thought, man, I can't wait till I retire. Me and my friends, coworkers at work, how many days you got left? I mean, there was people that had it down to the minute of how many more minutes they had to work in corrections, and they could have had 15 more years to go. But hey, I got 6,000 days and so many minutes and so many hours. Absolutely incredible. But once that was taken away, a huge part of your life that you spent more time with those people than you did your family was bam, and it's absolutely gone, vanished. You might have a couple people that you keep in touch with, but you are no longer part of that inner group, especially when you've been at a job a long time and was kind of as cultish as corrections is. You're no longer part of that inner group. It's kind of like when I went from security into supply. Yeah, you're still part of the corrections world, but you're no longer part of the security world. And there's a definite feeling to that. Maybe you also can comment on that if you did get out of security into a different branch of corrections, or maybe your job, you switch from frontline to management, and the different feeling that you have about it. But what a different environment, man. I sit in my basement, and if it wasn't for my kids, me picking them up from school, taking them to sporting events, spend more time with them, doing their homework and things like that, I would have lost my freaking mind. And here I am, a teacher of mindfulness and awareness, and just a practitioner of psychology, psychotherapy, staying on top of things. I read thousands of books. I have to show you my library sometime at home. But it did hit me like a ton of bricks. So what I got to say is, number one, if you're approaching retirement, prepare yourself mentally. Have things that you can do. Whether, like me, when I finally found my groove, it was coaching. It gave me a purpose. I started coaching flag football for my daughter and for my son, and I tell you what, I enjoy the heck out of it. I wish I'd have did it decades ago. It's something that fulfills that void in my life. Not completely, but it does a pretty good job of it. So if you're approaching retirement age, strongly suggest you have a plan of attack. Not just a vacation. Hey, I'm going to take off and go to Jamaica for the week, or Florida, or fishing at the Gulf of Mexico, or whatever you may be. But have a plan what you're going to do on a daily basis. And maybe you're going to work. Maybe you're going to find another job. Myself, my job is coaching, and I enjoy it. I haven't gotten back to work, and I have a lot of friends that have retired. And I've got back working at counties and transferring inmates and working securities at hospitals in East St. Louis and Belleville and things like that. It's not necessarily for me. It's not what I want to do. I enjoy coaching, although there's no money in it. It is kind of a job, doing the playbooks, coaching kids, watching them grow, giving them advice, working with them, shaping them into better athletes and better young adults as we go on. Another thing is, for the younger people, do not postpone your life. Don't say, oh, I'm not going to do this until I'm retired. I'm not going to take up this hobby till I'm retired. I'm not going to pursue this passion until I'm retired. Don't postpone your life. Live your life. Your job is not who you are. It does not define you. Do you spend a lot of time there? Absolutely, you spend a lot of time there. I've said it over and over. You spend more time with those people than you do with your family. That's why there's a lot of pitfalls involved in that type of work, or any type of job environment where you're there 5 days a week, minimum of 8 hours a day, and especially in a corrections environment where, if you've never worked there, it's such a confined space. And what I mean by that is you can't take your cell phone in. So your attention is not only required and on the inmate population. It's also on the staff. You're having to interact with the staff. There's so much downtime in corrections, it's incredible. You know, you get paid for what could happen and some things that happen on a daily basis, but you're interacting. And when that's taken away from you and you're basically at home by yourself, man, it's a tough gig. But what I'm saying is, don't postpone your life. Get on with what you want to do no matter what age you're at. If you got 5 years or less in corrections and you think you may want to make a move into something else, do it. You want to take college classes, do it. Once you get some time into corrections, and it's hard to walk away from those guaranteed benefits and that guaranteed retirement. You start thinking, oh, I got 8, 9, 10 years here. If I walk away and go here, I'm dropping that all right out the gate, what I've worked for. So if you're going to make a move, make a transition, do it early on is my suggestion. And again, don't postpone your life. You want to take that trip. You want to take up that passion. Maybe you want to hike different mountains around the United States. Maybe you want to get in dirt bike racing. Maybe you want to get in coaching. Maybe you want to do a Tough Mudder. Whatever it may be, don't postpone it. Find a way. There's a will, there's a way. Find a way to do it. Set it time aside for that passion, for that hobby, and go after it and get it. You'll be thankful that you didn't wait until you were retired to do it. All right. Hope you all have a good day. Chico out.